is Kat from SCNS Live, and I am here with the fabulous Justin Rojas, social media director. Is that right?
I actually got a title change recently.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm now VP of Content.
That's a good one.
Team, yeah.
Did your responsibilities change at all?
Luckily I guess I got more responsibility in regards to being able to do what I need to focus on, and I have my now employees able to kind of do a lot more of the day-to-day. So I'm over all of the video content, social media, community, right now events as well for Team Envy and Dallas Fuel. So
What game do they play?
Dallas Fuel is our Overwatch League team, formerly known as Team Envy. So in Team Envy we have a handful of other teams, I think right now 8 or 9 or so, in different games. Call of Duty, teams playing this weekend. We've got PUBG, Fortnite, Street Fighter. So yeah, when the Overwatch League franchised, we bought the Dallas spot and created the Dallas Fuel. Recently, this past year though, we picked up a new Contenders team as well. So now we have our Envy Overwatch team again, which is really awesome. Cool to have.
It's crazy that one of the OG members of Team Envy, right?
Yeah, so Tailspin, who was originally on the old Contenders team, which again turned into the Dallas Fuel, he's back in Overwatch, playing for Envy Overwatch again.
He never changed his Twitter handle ever throughout, so it still said Envy, right? Mm-hmm. In his Twitter handle. It was crazy. So, Overwatch League is between seasons, right? Mm-hmm. What goes on in the off season?
So again, since we're an organization that has multiple teams in different games, there's lots to keep us busy. But even on the Fuel side, we're still doing plenty of stuff. We've got a lot of off-season content. The team's been traveling all over the world for Overwatch World Cup, of course. We've got our players in a lot of the different teams. Finland, we've got Spain, Harry in Spain, Thailand, Mickey, of course. A handful of guys across the world right now. Arrow's the head coach for the U.S. team, which is a really big deal.
I was so psyched. And then you have new coaching staff as well.
We also brought on Jane, who you guys probably have watched YouTube videos of. He's a really popular guy online, really awesome guy, and he's now our assistant coach for the Dallas Fuel.
He and Arrow were kind of having a mutual love affair on their Twitches, and I feel like I got to watch their story happen. And when you announced that I was like, no way!
Yeah.
And he's the coach of Team Canada.
Yeah, that's right. So we got Canada and US both on the Fuel side, which is really awesome.
Sometimes I just picture the densest feedback sessions, and you don't have to, that I'm like, they're so smart.
Very intelligent guys, know the game very well, and are very well spoken about it, which is being able to verbalize that into a way that a player or even just a streaming audience understands is really tough too.
You know those TV shows that you can't ignore and still keep up with?
Yeah.
Arrow is that as an analyst. He requires your attention.
I would say about Arrow as a person, just in general, he's someone. I had this conversation with somebody the other day. He demands respect. The way he carries himself, the way he communicates, the way he interacts with you. He politely demands respect. It's not like in an aggressive kind of way. You just can't help but respect the guy. And we also added Tickety onto our assistant coaching staff as well.
I'm not as familiar with him. What is his background?
To be honest, I'm not 100% sure. He's been actually doing some stuff with us prior, and we were kind of testing him out, but we kind of brought on right after the last stage, brought on both of them kind of working with the team. And I mean, you guys have seen the improvements from stage 4. Amazing. All 3 of these guys are experienced and know the game very well. So we're really excited what season 2 is going to look like for us.
They're doing some local stuff in Dallas, right?
Mm-hmm. So with the All-Star game happening, we're actually doing a watch party event at the Cinemark in Plano. Free to attend, just kind of hang out, watch the game on the big screen. So if you guys are in the Dallas area, we definitely welcome you guys to come out. I think it's posted on our Twitter account, Facebook, everything. So another event coming up, is a big esports event that we're doing locally. Partnered with SMU Guildhall, which is the gaming side of the college SMU, and GameStop as well. We're doing a lot of stuff with GameStop. They've been really awesome partners. Check it out. It's called OP Live. You can find that online, OP Live Dallas. They're going to have collegiate tournaments. I believe Overwatch and Fortnite are kind of the big feature ones. We're going to be bringing out some of our guys. Probably, I don't know if we've announced everybody yet, but definitely some of our coaching staff. Maybe you'll see some players on the Fuel or Envy side. We'll see what happens.
You know, like anything could happen.
Yeah.
They've got a little bit of time, but still stuff to do.
Yeah, I think that's happening the end of September. I believe it's the September the 22nd or 23rd, something like that.
So you guys are, what you're really trying to do is build local relationships a lot, right?
Yeah.
That's an interesting challenge.
It is, especially for esports, because esports hasn't been a local market kind of environment, right? Until Overwatch League started, there wasn't city-based teams, and so now that we have the Dallas market, here with the Dallas Fuel, we're very excited to be able to work, with the community here. I'm born and raised in Dallas, so that's a big deal for me. Dallas is a huge sports city with the Cowboys, the Rangers, Mavericks, Stars, even FC Dallas. Now, it's a great place to be for sports, and esports is just as valuable and important as any other traditional sport. And we're going to be doing, as much as we can from the Fuel and Envy side. As every team in the league right now has the expectation to be playing in their home market by 2020.
Right.
So yeah, where we end up, if we're building a new arena, if we're working in Arlington, that's all up in the air right now. But we're excited to bring esports home to Dallas.
I'm so excited. We'll have to be patient, but it'll be worth it.
Well, the community has been very welcoming here in Dallas, and obviously when I say Dallas, that means the Dallas Metroplex, Fort Worth, Collin County. We're all over the place, right? Dallas is kind of one of those kind of metropolitan hubs, and everyone's been really awesome. We've had really successful local events. We just did that signing with OG and AKM at the GameStop. Great attendance from everybody there. And I'm really looking forward to more in the future too.
Me too. AKM seems a little he's a little weird. You guys are so enthusiastic, and we don't do that necessarily in his culture.
He's warmed up. I feel like a little more. He's having fun. I don't know if you guys checked out the video of AKM and OG going shopping, but watch that, and they both have some fun. In particular, AKM he's the most French Overwatch player, as he likes to call himself.
He's gonna have to compete with Poco.
He has a good time too.
I was excited that after they got a little bit of rest and stuff, his how to do it, Dragon Blade.
The AKM blade. See, that's how you know he has a good sense of humor. He's embraced the meme, and we have too. And so he likes to. He loves his fans. He likes to have a good time.
Really brief backstory. This is a fantastic DPS player. Didn't play a lot of Project. He played Pharah, I guess, but was not a known Genji player. Picked up Genji to help the team when they needed it, sometimes here and there, and just wasn't as experienced as some of the other ones. There were some performance metrics that didn't go his way. And
yeah, great hit scan player. Not the most well versed with Genji and on a particular match. Took him a bit of time to charge his ultimate.
I think the league average is 111 or something like that.
It's funny because he doesn't have the slowest record. He just has
Fleta,
the one
right?
got memed. I know there's somebody that had a slower
I think it's
blade.
Fleta. So what matches are you excited for in the next couple of weeks?
Man, I definitely want to see how all the Thailand stuff plays out. And it's been a minute since seeing Mickey play outside of the field. So I'm curious to see how. It's just interesting in general to see how the performance of these guys when you're not with your normal team anymore. How does it affect your effectiveness or what?
Yeah, are you better? Are you worse? People communicating their native language can be a big deal.
Yeah.
There's quite a few in the starting line of the Fuel.
Yeah. So you do what you can to best communicate, and a lot of these guys have really improved their English. OG, from the first time I met him to this last trip, his English is tremendously improved. He's such a quick learner. I'm really
He's
proud
really
of him.
embraced being here.
Yeah.
And he's embraced.
Yeah, he loves it.
And I don't want to get into the whole thing, but along those lines, do you feel like there are things that, just as a whole, you would look forward to seeing in the future to kind of prop up the Tier 2 scene?
Well, I think with us, picking up our Contenders team,
I was so hyped about
that's a big deal. I mean, it's a big deal for us on the NB side because it means we can talk about Overwatch again because that's what people knew us for the last couple of years because we did so well. First ones to win Contenders, to go to Korea and beat a Korean team.
This.
Like, that's nuts.
It's not a Western team thing to do.
Yeah, so that's really exciting for us to be back in it. We got really close for this last season. We got to the semis, and team had a strong performance. We're looking forward to season 3, and now they've introduced the I forget what it is, how it's called.
Flex roster or something.
I forget exactly what it's called, but that brings a whole other interesting dynamic.
Basically, with a lot of you can trade between your academy team and league team a little bit.
Very, very specific rules on that, but it's an interesting thing to think about.
Especially with Contenders being on the internet and Overwatch League being in a LAN environment.
Yeah, being on ESPN, being on Disney.
Such a big deal. I got my dad to watch.
Amazing,
the
yeah.
finals.
So being able to introduce Overwatch and esports in general to a new generation of people that have never seen esports, it's so much more accessible on TV for people who don't frequent Twitch and streaming media. There's still a lot of people out there who just don't. So
it's hard to explain to your father what's happening during the finals, and him get all mad that I'm cheering for a Philly team. Do you know how hard that was for my traditional sports dad? Like, you can't cheer for a Philly sports team.
Hey, we still had to give props to our boys at the London who helped us get into the stage 4 playoffs too. So
for that one match.
one match against Philly. So
that was genius putting that video out, by the way, because I was like, oh my gosh, they must be losing it.
Yeah, that was an emotional day. I was in Anaheim for that. It was me and Tasmo watching at the Hilton bar because it was CWL Anaheim, and we're there and just exactly like the guys, stretching out, just being like, oh my god.
It was good to see Time, who's so cool, like so invested and wanted so bad. Is there anything else that you want to say, you want to put out there?
I just want to give a really big thanks to all of our fans who've been supporting us. I know we had a rough season here with the inaugural year of Overwatch League. We're really looking forward to season 2, and I think you guys saw that with how we closed out the inaugural year. We're really serious about stepping up our game and making a difference and coming at it with our all and being as strong as we can. So thank you guys so much for supporting us through the ups and downs, through roster changes, through drama, through whatever it might be. We appreciate you guys being here, and we're in this for the long haul.
Thank you for watching. This is SCNS Live, and as always, burn blue!
Okay.